We're very easy to deal with. We're really responsive. We stay on top of our clients to make sure that we're getting the responses that we need. Recently, we did a project where we were doing a ceiling that went into a wall, and we realized that the design that they had approved had different materials in the ceiling versus the wall. So we said, you know what, to make this feel like a cohesive design, you need to add some of this additional material. And the feedback we got from the designer was, thank you so much for catching that. So our attention to detail, our hyper communication, our customer service after the fact, and then also just staying on top of timelines, because the biggest challenge a lot of times is that you will design something, there will be a long process of construction documents and other things like that, and then we still need to go through a design process to make sure that it is corrected, and we have a whole system in place to make sure that we execute really well. We help you make those decisions if you are confused about which option. We have samples readily available. We just try to make it as smooth and as easy as possible so you're not worried about whether or not we're going to deliver, and we're going to deliver well. We have been told countless times that it was the best experience that they had either on the construction site or during the design process because of how diligent and how much we think through some of these challenges. And staying on top of all of those details is the difference between a successful project and an unsuccessful project. So we really not only focus a lot on the design itself, but thinking through all the elements that are necessary. Plus, we have all the documentation that's required for fireproofing, and even the way we quote is really visual. So we try to make it as easy as possible for people to understand what they're getting, what the budget looks like, and then delivering on time, which I know sounds really basic, but in our industry specifically, and in typical construction fashion, most of the time people are delayed. We don't do delays. It will be on time and on budget unless there has to be a modification because of the site conditions changing. And then we're in communication about how do we deal with that situation. And so far, we've only done 1,000 projects. So far, it's been really, really good, and clients have been very, very happy with what we've done.